Hey folks, it's DJ at the Rabbit Squirrel Garage, and today we're going to try to get the 1993 E250 Econoline 250 van running. Yesterday we went through a bunch of troubleshooting and wasn't very successful, so today we're going to make sure we have spark. That's the first thing we're going to check. We're also going to make sure that we have fuel. I mean, those are the only two things left now, so once we check spark, that's pretty much limits to fuel. So probably the fuel tank or the fuel pump. So we may end up cutting a hole in the floor of the van because I'm not dropping that tank. So yeah, let's get to it. Here's our problem now. Can't get the spark plug out, and I put some rust eater on there, and I'm letting it sit for a little bit, but I don't think it's ever going to go because I'm pulling as hard as I possibly can and I can't get that off. So I'm gonna see if there isn't some other way I can do that, maybe with a hammer or something. But what I'm afraid of is breaking the spark plug off inside the head. So yeah, let's keep playing with it. Alright, let's see if we can't just get a hammer on it and coerce it out. Oh, I think I'm moving a little bit. Yeah, looks like I moved it a little bit. Oh yeah, I think I got it. Man. No spark plug should be that hard to get out. My goodness. That thing does not want to budge. Alright, we're going to spray a little more of this on there. This is the rust release penetrating spray, and let it sit for a little bit. Let me pull the socket off there, because man, this thing just does not want to come out. I mean, it's going a little easier with the hammer now, but I still can't pull it by hand. Yeah, I was finally able to get the spark plug out, and you can see how gummed up it is and nasty. And check this out. Yeah, just nasty all over. It's all rusted up here. It definitely needs new plugs no matter what. These are probably original. I don't know, but yeah, they say Motorcraft on them. So probably original plugs. I'm going to get a new set of plugs and wires for this. So whether it needs it or not, I'm going to do it just for the heck of it. Alright, well, it took me a good 30 minutes, but I got that plug out finally. Now let's, that's the original plug and original wire, so let's see if we get any spark. Yeah, we're getting spark. Alright, we're getting spark, so definitely a fuel issue. And I got new plugs, new wire, new cap and rotor right now. So now we just want to test it and see if we're going to get any spark off of the spark plug here. And we're getting spark. Okay, so that brings us down to just one thing: fuel. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep going and replace all the plugs and wires. When I get that done, we'll try to figure out what's wrong with the fuel system. I hope it's not the fuel pump, but it very well could be. Okay, I just wanted to show you, this is the fourth spark plug I pulled out, and I just want you to notice all the grime and rust and everything on it. These have to be the original plugs. I mean, they're just horrible. So I just wanted you to see it. And I'm having just as much trouble getting all the other ones off as I did the first one. It's taken me about 20 to 30 minutes for each plug so far. But yeah, there it is. They're coming out one by one, but slowly. All right, back at it. Okay, I was able to get all the other plugs from underneath or inside the van, coming in through the firewall, but this last plug I had to come up here and move a bunch of things out of the way in order to get access to it. So you can see it's down in there, but yeah, that's the last one, and we should be able to pop it out here and put a new wire on it. So I'm gonna get that out of the way. Alright folks, there it is. That is the last spark plug out, and as you can see, it's pretty worse for the wear. It was just about as hard as the first one was to get out, so it took me almost a half an hour to get this one out. There were only 2 plugs total that were pretty easy, and that's it. So it's taken me almost 5 hours just to change the spark plugs out on this thing. And several bruises and cuts and blisters later, you know. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and put the new plug in and put the wire back on, and then we're gonna give it a try. But I don't expect it to work because I'm 99% sure it's the fuel pump that's bad. So, but we'll put it in and give it a try just to see. We have new plugs, we have new wires, we have new cap and rotor, and we're getting spark. We've already verified that. So now that all the plugs are replaced and all the wires are replaced, I'm just going to try it and just see what happens. I don't expect it to start. As I expected, it didn't start. So next thing we're going to do is play with this right here and see if we can't find out if we're getting fuel pressure. So that's next. Okay, this is the fuel rail right here, and I'm going to go ahead and, you can see the injectors there. I'm going to go ahead and pop this off, and we should have pressure here. We should have fuel pressurized in here, and what we're going to do is turn the key 3 times, not try to start it, but just turn it to the run position 3 times, and that should kick in the fuel filter and create pressure here at this link. I'm going to test it first before we start. Yeah, so we're going to put some this paper towel here and hopefully catch anything that does come out of it. And use a screwdriver to test it, poke it in the middle there. It's like a bicycle tire, or any tire actually. Yeah, so no fuel came out. Okay, so now we're going to do this 3 times. Okay, now that should have kicked on the fuel filter, and the fuel filter should have pressurized this right here. So let's find out. Negative. Nothing coming out. So there you go. We're either not getting power to the fuel pump, or the fuel pump isn't working at all. Alright folks, well I'm going to call it a day. I could not get it to run, and we've pretty much nailed it down to fuel and the fuel pump, because even the fuel line wasn't being pressurized. So now I'm going to have to cut a hole in the floor, because I am not dropping that tank. So I'm going to cut a hole in the floor, and I know about where to do it, so that'll be my next video, which will be tomorrow. So yeah, I was hoping to get it running, but I couldn't. Good thing is we have new plugs, new wires, new rotor, new cap, and we know we're getting good spark now, so we're not worried about that. It's just fuel. So we know we have compression also, so it's just fuel we're worried about, and I'm 99% sure it's the fuel filter. So, or the fuel pump, sorry. So yeah, we're gonna get that tomorrow, and I don't know if you liked this diagnostic video, I guess is what you'd call it. Go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I'd much appreciate it. I'll catch you all in the next one.